totally forgot to do today's Halloween video. I was celebrating my birthday early today, because my birthday's on the 15th, blah blah blah, people, schedules, fuck. Me, happy birthday to myself, happy birthday to me. Make a wish. Foundation. Celebrating 20 years of Piastra. And this title is set in a 20-point font. And today is 10/11/13. And last night I went to bed at 12. See, numerology. Written by, who do you think? This is the third revision draft. Written yesterday. And this speech is 11 minutes and 13 seconds long.
1, 2, 3.
October is Awareness Month for just about everything. Infertility Awareness Month, and October 15th is a day of awareness for infant death, sudden infant death. So that's real comforting for me, having been born then.
So you're a survivor.
Right, I'm a survivor. I got the number on my arm. It's my lottery number. Today's speech may not be a final draft, seeing as Triple G is not present. Now, by Triple G, I mean GG and Graham. So by the time my actual birthday rolls around, if we are to have another party, changes may have been made in the interim. Well, it's my 20th birthday. You know what that means? I'm expecting each of you to give me $20 bills each. So that would be $400 from each of you. And $400 times 8 people equals $3,200. Now when I wrote this and calculated it, it honestly turned out to be a coincidence that is the exact amount I need for the filming equipment I'm looking to acquire. I guess it was just meant to be. So pay up, you rubes. Ah, the Gilvey family. Or as I call them, the Irish Circus.
That's a good one.
Anyway, of course, Mother is here. My mother, the woman who actually thought the word concubine meant a type of porcupine. She wouldn't miss this for the world, but would miss this for a nap.
Yep. Like a kid.
No, this is all true. Speaking of, Brian and Mom should calculate their total time spent sleeping and submit the results to the Guinness World Records. And in terms of record breaking, Fluffy is still alive. But let me get back to the Boo Boo Bruno for a second. Kathleen and I find Brian to be hilarious. One of our favorites is a joke formula he uses that I don't think I've ever seen done in professional comedy. What it is you'll be talking to him about something, and then you'll make a reference, but then he'll elaborate on your reference, but deny having ever heard of what you're talking about. An example is in order. Like if I say to him, hey, one of the main characters in Looney Tunes is Sylvester, and Brian will go, oh, you mean that cat who always tries to eat Tweety Bird?
Yeah, never heard
And I go, yeah, never heard of him, never saw it.
Yeah.
It's a real mind twister. Linda's here. Linda is here. She can be one of my best audience members, and she certainly is a huge fan of my drawings.
Yeah.
There are times, though, when Lunar Linny can be so hard to deal with, she could turn the Dalai Lama into a raging alcoholic. Grandma's here, who I always roast, is the host with the most to boast on the East Coast. Even if she just serves toast. There are so many funny stories I could excerpt from her biography. But one of the lesser known, and one of my favorite anecdotes about Kay, is she once knew a shrink with Coke bottle glasses named Richard Dickies. And she said to him, well, no wonder you're in this field. Imagine going to school every day with a name like Dick Dickies.
I'm sure if anybody's head.
Did you?
I didn't say it to him, I said it to
Oh. Well, you might as well have. Yeah.
He told all his patients.
Yeah. And then he wondered why he was losing business. Then there was the time.
Maybe we should go to him, Kev.
Right. Then there was the time Kay told me that when she was a little girl, she broke a mirror and believed the myth of the 7 years of bad luck. Well, she coasted for 6.5 years, but then broke another one.
And I said, oh no, we're gonna start all over.
And then she said, oh shit, I gotta start all over.
My mother always said so, I believed it.
Oh my god.
Dearest Nona is here. Neil Day, Nell D, my little pigeon.
That's when he really pissed her off and he tries to get back in.
Nona Puss, Harvey.
Harvey Birdman.
She's a real trooper. Been through World War II, and after living with me, would rather go back to it.
Yes.
You're applauding Nazis. How wrong.
No.
The cooking is so great, I think of her as my dealer. And with her OCD-style Washo-Rama scrubathons, you'd think dish soap wasn't the only white powder she was inhaling. Known as my one-stop shop for frite, and she obeys a basic rule of the streets. Don't get high on your own supply. Her son and mi padre is here, Dr. Frenchface.
Oh.
As an engineer, he's what we call BIF, best in field. Thanklessly and tirelessly providing for his family. Never mind how I made it 20 years. The real question is, how did he make it through this marriage for 19? Well, he says he didn't. Lost a lot of weight, not from a tapeworm, but me and Mom are his parasites. As they said in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, which is a show Brian would like, uh-oh, it's Gail the Snail. Actually, Gail's not here right now. But I think the GG really stands for Go Jim.
Yeah.
Now, sometimes I use her as a one-person focus group for my speeches, but I had to fly solo with this one, as she is in Florida, I assume tracking down Zimmerman. Kathleen is here, probably glued to the damn iPad. The only way I could get her attention was if I'd email this speech to her and she'd receive it on there, maybe read along. This next paragraph is sponsored by Panera Bread. Panera Bread, stick it in your mouth. Because of G. Cracker, Graham. Because he loves Panera Bread. And if he was here, I would say he's presently present and ready with a present. Just rolled in from the Sturgis rally. Whip off that helmet, perfect hair. He's starting to catch up to my mom for the title of Most Outspoken.
Yeah. 20 strong.
Right. Now, I suppose 20 is younger than I think it is. 2 decades. So I'm only 10 years older than a 10-year-old. So I'm anxious yet kind of eager to see this new chapter unfold. I'm the author of the book that is my life. The Michelangelo I'm sculpting is me. Nike, just do it. Red Robin, yum, amen. Yeah, that was 10-ish minutes.
Sounds like Woody Allen.
Hispanic Heritage Month ends on my birthday, October 15th. This is October, obviously. It's National Pizza Month, Pork, Popcorn, Sausage, and Cheese Month, which are all things that could go great on pizza. Breast cancer awareness, Down syndrome, sudden infant death syndrome, LGBT history, lung, physical therapy, autism awareness, domestic violence awareness, health literacy month, and what a misnomer, Blindness Awareness Month. Kind of an insult. Oh, and this month has Columbus Day, which was a native Indian horror story.